Karen's birthdays, it's time for Karen's birthday. Karen's birthdays, it's time for Karen's birthday. Karen's birthdays, it's time for Karen's birthday. Karen's birthdays, it's time for Karen's birthday.
Well, it would not be the same if we didn't make time to look at the birthdays of those who make the movies. So we turn things over to Karen.
All right, starting off our birthdays this week, let's wish a happy birthday to Rush bass guitarist Geddy Lee.
Nice.
Who turns 60 but can play anywhere from Gary to Geddy. It turns out that his grandmother, he always used to say in this very thick accent, she would go, Geddy, 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 Geddy. And so his friends would come over and they'd always pick on him and be like, your name's Geddy, that's stupid. Everybody started calling him Geddy, and now he's Geddy Lee of
That
Rush.
was like the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Many platinum records later.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know what? I ran into him in Chicago
I remember seeing that.
on the sidewalk with
Very
Mark
cool.
Hanner, whose brother almost named his first child Geddy Lee Hanner. That's how big a
Almost.
Rush fan.
Wow.
That's
So
very
when he
cool.
met him, big deal.
Big deal.
I have a friend
And his
who
brother
named.
died 2 years ago.
I have a friend who named their child. What's the? This story now sucks because I can totally forget. Keith Richards.
Should we make up some shit?
Keith
Okay.
Richards. The boy's name is Keith Richards Greer.
Oh.
Oh.
I think I would have.
That's how much of a fan they were of Rush.
And Richard Gere, apparently. Yeah.
I would have pegged Geddy for older than that.
Yeah, I know. It's a little weird.
How old?
Only 60 years old. But here's something fun. He's
Younger
only
than Denzel.
It's actually
Or
spelled
older
Gary,
than Denzel.
but
Only
pronounced.
1 year.
Here's something fun. He only appeared in one movie, and that was a TV made for a movie called Sunshine Sketches of a Little Town. But the reason he's on my birthday list is because his music has been in more than 30 film soundtracks.
Nice.
So you guys, I ask you, can you name at least 3 Rush songs that were in 3 different movies and tell me the movies?
Wow. That's a good question.
Well, I can tell you one. One's
Yep.
rather recent. I Love You Man had Tom Sawyer in it.
Yes, right?
And they were in it playing. So technically he's in that movie.
Technically, he's playing
Yeah.
himself, but playing a character
Oh.
he's only been in
Oh,
a
he
TV.
acted in him. Oh, I
Yes,
see.
yes.
Okay.
So you got one, and
I
it's
got
I
it.
Love You Man, though it does have another song in I Love You Man. Oh, actually,
Wait, is
2
that
more.
2? So is it 3 movies with 3 different Rush songs, or it's just 3 songs?
3 songs,
Is
3
Spirit of
movies.
Radio and I Love You Man?
No, but that's the other movie soundtrack song. Which was that in? Do you know Spirit of Radio
Man,
was
I don't
in?
know.
I think now would be a good time for me to learn some Rush songs. Can we first review my options?
Did they have? Were they in Heavy Metal? The old animated movie, Heavy Metal.
Oh, I don't
There
know.
was
Because
humping in that
They weren't
movie.
necessarily heavy metal bands in that movie because like Cheap Trick, I think, was in it.
Yeah.
But even though Black Sabbath
Was that
in it.
porny cartoon?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that.
Porny sci-fi.
I don't have anything about that, but can you name another song? We have Spirit of Radio, which I should tell you was in
Well,
the
that's a
Trailer
better
Park.
question. Can I name another Rush song?
That's
Yes.
true.
I
Which-
can name a bunch of Rush songs.
yeah,
I'm going to
yeah.
guess that maybe Free Will was in a movie.
I don't have that one here.
YYZ?
No, but I was going to tell you Spirit of
Take
Radio.
the long way home?
I'm going to tell you Spirit
Lee,
of
we've
Radio.
established you don't know Rush. You know more about Rush Limbaugh.
That's a great call for a wrong Rush song now. I applaud the comedy on that one.
So there's something called the Trailer Park Boys. That was Spirit of Radio was in that, and
Oh.
also this is kind of
The
creepy.
TV show.
The Lords of Salem.
Ah, don't know that one.
That was
Yeah.
a movie or a
That was
song?
a movie. Yeah.
Although it could sound like it sounds like
It
a Rush,
certainly
like early
does.
Rush.
Yeah,
All right.
Lords of Salem. That's a concept album from Rush, I think.
Also, I'll just finish this up for you. Limelight was in Adventureland and in That's My Boy. Also, Tom Sawyer, Limelight, and Fly By Night were in Waterboy.
Fly by night
Oh.
away.
That is a Rush
There's
song.
a bunch of movies I'm glad I don't have to see to know Rush was in it.
Next up, let's wish a happy birthday to Arnold Schwarzenegger, who turned 66.
You're
but can-
going to love this birthday announcement. It's good for children. It's good for grandkids. It's good for the blind.
Let me tell you,
it's
this
good for
is the
invalids.
kind of
It's-
thing that it
It's
is.
a sort of
You know,
birthday announcement that everybody can enjoy, no matter what age they are.
And every week, Karen looks forward to the birthdays. I don't know why.
But he can play anywhere from Terminator to Kindergarten Cop. I checked out
It's not
Arnold's.
Atuma. It's not Atuma at all.
I checked out Arnold's IMDb, and he has managed to make more movies in the time period that since he said, "I'm coming back to make movies," the most actors do in their entire careers.
They're all in production, though, right? Aren't
And
they
the-
all like-
Yeah.
In the last 3 years, he has done 5 movies that actually have come out already. 8 movies are scheduled to be coming out. 1 movie's in post-production, and 4 others are in pre-production, and 3 are announced.
Oh my
That
God.
man just said, "Hey, sign me up," and everyone
Oh,
started
yes.
sending shit to him.
He just
All
started
right.
checking off the list.
His
Yeah.
career is so improbable. Every time I think about the arc of his life.
I
Well,
know.
that was the other joke I was working on is instead of just saying, he does a billion movies, I was going to say he started as a little boy in Austria. Started doing bodybuilding, and then he came here and did more bodybuilding, and then he said, I'm going to be an actor, and it's just the path that all actors take, you know? If you want to be an actor, you just do that. It's so obvious.
Who represents more that you can do anything no matter where you come from or who you are? Schwarzenegger or Barack Obama?
Schwarzenegger.
At least Barry was born here.
Yeah, Barack's not president of Austria.
I think he could pull it off.
All right, and let's say a happy birthday to Adonis Terry Crews. Do you like Terry? Oh, yes.
Hold on.
Terry
Who
Crews?
turns 45 but can play anywhere from a defensive end and
Terry Crews.
linebacker
Terry
for the
Crews.
Rams, Chargers, Redskins, and Eagles to crazy hot in those Old Spice commercials.
Wasn't he Chris
Oh,
Rock's
yeah,
dad and
that's
Everybody
right.
Hates Chris?
Yes, that's what I was going to get to. He started out his acting career on Battle Dome and made a smooth transition to playing Beefcake, that was his character name, in White Chicks, and is probably best known for his father character in Everybody Hates Chris.
Or Expendables, right?
He was in that too, but I was just thinking that he has single-handedly made the blue-collar working man very sexy. Every time he appears on screen as somebody's dad or he works it like as a mechanic, I'm like, oh,
More so than John Goodman did.
yes, good point. And since we were talking about Hollywood beefcakes, happy birthday to Kevin Smith, who turns 42.
More like cheesecakes.
Well, whichever. He could play anywhere from Silent Bob to the most talkative guy on earth. This just
The irony.
in, and this is kind of fun. It just happened a couple of days ago. Kevin Smith has just said he's in pre-production for a new movie he wrote called Tusk.
Yes.
He was inspired to write it after talking about something on his Smodcast. And so here is the ad that he found on Craigslist,
This is amazing.
and it encouraged him to make this movie. I can't wait to see the movie now.
You got to go listen to the Smodcast. It's about 10, 15 episodes back, and it did get him going, and he's now making a movie based on this. Read this.
To take on, okay, this is the ad. To take on the position as a lodger, you must be prepared to wear the walrus suit for approximately 2 hours each day. In parentheses, in practice, this is not 2 hours every day. I merely state it here so you are able to have a clear idea of the workload. End of the parentheses. Whilst in the walrus costume, you must be a walrus. There will be no speaking in human voice, and any communication must entail making utterances in the voice of a walrus.
For free room and board.
For free room and board. End of ad.
What is he looking on Craigslist for that he comes across this?
Maybe a lodger? I don't know.
I think one of those things just went out on the internet that somebody found it
Oh.
and was like, can you believe this?
Yeah.
Michael Parks is playing the guy who puts the ad out. And the guy that comes, at least this is what he announced at the San Diego Comic-Con, that he was either in talks to or this is a yes, is Quentin Tarantino as the guy who's the lodger playing the walrus. Or Quentin Tarantino's playing someone. I don't know if it's
Creepy
the
movie.
lodger. Yeah,
That's
What
a
is
horror
that?
movie, even if it wasn't one.
it's creepy.
But happy
Actually,
birthday
you
to all those very cute, hot men.
All right.
Thank you,
Except for
Karen.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
This movie, guys, was so great. It's good for all kids.
You know,
It's good
the-
for blind
But isn't
people.
Quentin
It's good for
Tarantino
deaf
the worst
people. If you
actor?
are,
It's
if you are an
Quentin
invalid, you will love
Tarantino.
it,
I used to come
whether
to my
you
house.
live
I
in
give
any
him
part of
acting
the
lessons
country,
and this
if you
kind of
live in
thing
America,
because
or if
there's
you live in
way that
Norway
he
Next
or
year, Karen,
Finland,
don't
or
mention his
if
birthday.
you
I will
are-
make a
if you
note
are
of
not
that.
afraid